Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Clay Club, January 3, 2024 board meeting. And we've got quite a few things to cover today, but first off, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, I just want to start with a reminder. Oh, that's what that reminder. Okay, the newcomers meeting is the 10th from 4 to 6, and I think we talked about it earlier. Is there anybody here who is willing to do that over at the Palm Ridge to just kind of represent our club?
What date?
The 10th.
I can't, we're leaving the 11th, I have to make sure
Hold on.
I will probably be there.
I
but-
go, I think, that sounds familiar.
Let me look at my calendar, hang on.
What, oh no, that's good. Oh yeah, I can.
What time?
I already have
From
it on.
4 to 6
Yeah, I'll
at
be
Palm
there.
Ridge.
I
Okay,
can do that.
yeah,
Okay,
me too.
so Norma and Deb. Okay. That should be fine. Maybe if somebody else wants to come from the club too, we would certainly welcome them. Okay, and we do have a quorum today. First off, I would like to, do we have a motion to, well, I could make a motion to approve the November 3 minutes.
I see.
Any second?
I'll second.
Okay, and that is passed, and approval for November 3 minutes has been made. Okay, so we got newcomers, outside teachers, I wanted to cover that early because I think you had a class or something going on.
Not until 11:30.
Oh, okay, so we're still good, okay.
Okay, we're good.
This last year, what's happened is, Michelle had resigned and then Arlene was taking it for a while and she had other stuff come up and stepped back too. So that left really nobody there and we just decided to let that float for a while. Michelle has taken interest in bringing that back on board. And we had made the decision earlier on that probably 3 or 4 times a year would be nice to do that. Now, Michelle, I'm not sure, are you wanting to take it back over, or what is your thought on it?
I'm doing it now just because no one was available, but I'd love to find somebody in the club who would like to take over, and then they could be trained this year with me.
Okay. So will you look for a couple different people? I think that, how do I diplomatically put this? The board is responsible for approving the leads, the committee leads, whoever they are. So if you have a person or people, could you bring it to the board so we could have discussion rather than just saying you're it?
Is it okay though if I put something in Mud Times that we're looking for someone like that?
I think that's good.
I think
Yeah,
that's
because
fine.
if someone has a real
Sure.
interest in it,
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
done it before.
Yes, I don't have a
Great.
problem with that at all.
Plus, we have some other places we need to fill too, so we could,
Are we still shy on
Yes,
committees?
we
Or
are.
what? Oh, we are.
Housekeeping.
Oh,
I can't find anybody,
thought
so I
we
guess I'll
had,
do it until, I talked to a couple, no, we had for mud buckets, we did get a
Oh.
lead for mud buckets.
That's what I'm
Linda
confusing.
Oliver, but
Yes,
for
Is
housekeeping.
it Debbie Oliver or Linda?
Linda.
It's Linda.
Oh, she took over
I
work?
think- No, not Linda, it is Debbie.
It is, yeah, it's not,
Not
yeah,
Linda,
it's
it's
not
Debbie.
Linda, it's
Okay,
Debbie.
all
It's her
right.
sister.
Debbie Oliver?
Oh.
Debbie Oliver.
I don't even know.
It's not really her
I don't
sister.
think
It's
that's her
not.
No,
sister.
Okay, Debbie Oliver,
For mud buckets, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So Shauna, what if I send you my information and then you add yours to it and then it can go to Jude? Okay. Okay, we can do that.
Okay, so we need somebody for cleaning crew.
Yeah. And I've reached out to a couple people. One said she's not even gonna be on the team this year because of a sciatica problem she has.
Sure.
Oh,
And
you guys.
the other one never
Tom.
got back to me.
Tom,
No, nobody really wants to be lead this
Hey.
on. So I can do it until we find somebody, I guess.
Oh, gosh.
And Fionn is totally needing people too,
Yes.
so.
and kiln.
Not lead, but
Oh,
need.
they just need people to help out.
Additional people.
But I'm thinking newer members could do things like cleaning or mud buckets or things like that. They can't do kiln, they can't do,
Right.
you know, they can't do
Right.
some things, but the newer ones can easily do.
Mud
That's a good
buckets
way to
and the
learn.
Cleaning, yeah. Okay.
Well, if you, a suggestion would be to maybe take the list of the members who've had beginning hand building in the past year, and maybe contact them personally and say, this is a way to get to know people and see, I mean,
Yeah,
try and get the newer members more involved.
Or do we have any new classes coming up soon?
Yeah.
we have a
Oh,
double
wow.
class.
We have a
coming
double
up.
class
So
in
Starting
January.
at 9th, I think.
We could be part of the, just have a little quip in the class and kind of
That's
announce.
Tuesdays,
Are you doing part of that class, you and Noreen are doing the double class? Bless your hearts.
so Tuesday, Fridays.
I know,
12 to 4.
I like them to monitor their 4 times before they venture out too far, but, you know, that if we're in really bad need of it and they're really interested in doing it.
So that's why I said maybe
Yeah,
in the list of people who joined in 2023 and see
Yeah,
if they would.
'cause
you
they've
know,
already
They might
been
not
through.
even be aware that there's other positions that need to be filled.
yeah.
Right.
So is there a list out there somewhere that just said the new members?
Lori, I
for
think-
Yeah, I think I
has it.
can.
Okay.
I'm having trouble, but
So,
I think I
yes,
can.
Michelle, go ahead and craft something and send it to Jude, that will be fine. And then would you craft something, to send to Jude stating the leads that we need and then the additional help that we need for the film?
Michelle just asked Shauna.
Shauna just asked-
She's
we can
gonna
send
send
them all
hers
at
to
the same
Shauna
time,
and
yeah.
combine
Oh,
it into one thing.
that's fine, I'm sorry, I
That's
missed
okay.
that conversation. So, perfect, that'll work great, Michelle.
Okay,
And
and we only need one lead for housekeeping, and then we need some members for the kiln
For kiln
team
team,
to
yeah.
help them out, cause they're all putting in a lot of hours right now.
Yeah.
Now, Tom, are you in need of more people to help out with the kiln? Are you good or?
I would like to find another guy to
Okay.
join, but besides that, I think we're pretty good committee-wise.
You're doing kiln?
Not kiln,
No,
no,
right.
Yeah,
right.
he's right.
Raccoon,
Okay, I
but
thought.
just to help me with the kiln.
Right.
Because right now
And
it's just me.
Sean, he now gets the committee reports.
Did you take that over?
He now gets the
Tom-
committee reports.
Tom is the
Oh, okay.
new
Mark
lead.
does not.
Oh, right, I've already got that
They
switched
already
out.
switched
In
that
fact, I
out.
switched it on the website too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed I updated everything, at least for what I know up until
Oh,
this
good.
point.
Thank
So
you, Shauna.
I changed the social committee team, I changed the mud bucket lead, and, no, I think that's all I needed
So
to
we
do.
just need
Oh, and I
the
put his name on the
record.
raccoon team
Okay.
and took Mark off.
Maybe we could put a little blurb in that we need some more muscle at the raccoon team to help.
Yeah, I tried to
push
recruit
around.
a couple guys,
Yeah.
but like Ron's saying, he's gonna run for,
Yeah.
So if he doesn't get that seat, I could see him joining maybe.
Very good.
I've been looking for Pete, and I haven't seen him around.
He's been
yet.
gone, I think, cause I
Yeah,
haven't seen
okay.
him anywhere either,
He must
so.
be in, yeah,
I
Seattle.
think he'll probably be back soon, but I'm not sure.
Cause I think he would be a great addition with the engineer mentality that he has,
Yes,
he would be
yes.
great. So, you know, I don't know a lot of the guys
Yeah.
in the club yet.
And I don't know if we should really say a guy or a gal, but maybe if we put it out there as we need some extra muscle to help
Yeah.
us with pushing the raccoon kiln. You
Mhm.
know, if you're interested,
Yeah, they wouldn't even have to be raccoon, they just give you a hand, right?
Yeah, they could just
Part of the
be
committee.
help set up,
yeah, and they get time for that.
but I would think they'd wanna be on the,
Team two,
Maybe,
yeah, I
yeah.
agree,
that way you get pieces fired.
yeah. And I do know how to print out our
Okay.
latest members.
Okay, yeah.
Next, we have on the agenda, a discussion regarding the club video cameras. We had a good meeting with Wendy White before she left. She'll be gone till the end of the month. And we initially were going to wait and see what the rec center came up with, because they were going to hand items down to us to use in our club, cameras. but that's taking quite a while, and we've had some more pieces missing. Yeah, we have. And we had ordered some, signs for
They're in the back room.
Oh, okay,
They're
I didn't know they had shown up, okay, so we need to get those put on the doors, we want them on the door early, you know, just so before anything happens.
Didn't I send you an email when I got them?
I don't think so.
Maybe I just sent it to Deb,
Could
What
be.
are they
And
signs
is
because
that-
you asked me for them.
It's like,
Smile,
just
you're on
say-
camera.
Yeah, smile, you're
Oh,
on camera, so
okay.
we'll go ahead and put
Discussed.
those up, just
Anyway, they're in
maybe
the
it'll
back room
curtail
and they're
some
labeled and everything.
stuff.
so.
as it is,
Or it's gone, I mean, that's just.
yeah, yeah.
It's, yeah.
And, you know, if it's outside people coming in or at late at night, I mean, our door is open for the janitors late at night where there are still people mulling around when we're not here, like on Monday and Friday, Saturday. So we don't know what's going on, but I'd really like to put an end to it. So anyway, we are planning to order those cameras. Were you ordering them?
No, we have no, I can't
Who was,
order anything.
who did we identify? I guess
I
I will.
think you were.
Okay. You were gonna help me with which
Yes,
ones they
right,
are,
right.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
I know
what it
which
was.
ones they are.
Okay,
And-
cause I didn't.
But
have
I
that.
don't have a debit card or
Okay,
anything, so.
yeah, okay, we'll get together
Yeah.
and do that, and I think she said order them around the 15th
Yeah.
or 20th or something, because she's on a lovely vacation and won't be back until end of month, or 1st of February. Okay, so that stands. CR5 forms, which I happen to have here. I know it's kind of goofy right now because we don't have our vote for presidents, we stay till March, but I think because we're supposed to have these within 15 days or 10 days of January 1st, I'm gonna go ahead and have everybody sign them. Lori, I'll have you sign on that one. And that way we can get them into the rec center, and then as the new person comes in, I'll just get a new form for that person, whoever is selected to come in. I will sign mine real quick and pass it on down.
Where are you signing it?
Oh,
Under signature?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you sign.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Let's see, president.
Under, I'm watching you president.
Well, there's only one vice president spot.
Yeah, you just put it in there, just put second VP. Okay, well, I will finish my information,
Use two different places.
I'll finish filling it out and the other information when it comes back around, yeah. I don't wanna hold up the meeting
Yeah.
for it. Okay, so, next we have, the nominees for the board are Linda and Ron. I haven't heard much from either of them. I haven't heard much from Linda or Ron, I don't know if you people have at all.
Mhm.
Okay, I will try and touch base with both of them and see how things are going and all of that. They're both, going for Lori's position, and Lori has said that she will step up and help them out with whatever they might need.
I kind of hope that if one gets it, the other one would be
Assist.
like
Share.
I think it would be,
Be really good.
especially like if Ron would get it and is gonna be gone 3 months in the summer, you know,
Have
that's.
Linda, yeah. and she
For
would-
just
she
somebody
could
to
get
take
credit
over.
for the time that she puts into it, and.
Oh,
or even
absolutely.
if- Yeah, it would be nice for her to be an assist.
Right.
Yes.
I think so.
That would be very helpful in more than
Or
one
him
way,
to be
you
an
know.
assistant to her.
Yes,
Yeah, either way.
Either way,
Because they were both willing, so which means that would be a good thing.
I think that's a great suggestion. In a pinch, if they have questions, they
Yeah.
can lean on you a little bit for that information. Also, the advantage with that is it just gives them the eyes on what we're doing. So if they want to, you know, move into a different position next year, that would be available too.
So when does my term go till March, the end of March?
End of
March 31st.
March 31st, okay.
Okay, and, the Navajo wheel clay that was being ordered. I had spoke to Mary Ann Judd, and she is not going to order it. It turns out that the shipping costs are so huge, you'd be paying over, between $60 and $75 for a block of clay. Because the shipping costs are so ridiculous. So what she is going to do is let everybody know if you want to order it separately and you're willing to pay for, a full box of clay, then you can call directly. We don't get a discount through that company apparently. And so people can call directly and order their own, so.
So Marjan doesn't carry it at all?
Not the Navajo
No,
wheel.
it's Industrial Metals or something like that, it's a weird company, yeah.
So we're gonna pass on that, and if people wanna do it individually, Mary Ann can certainly get them the information for that. Okay, and, one thing I've kind of forgotten about was the roller that's sitting out in the back. We need to set up an auction for that. We need to decide on a minimum bid for it. I think if we do it closed bid, it's the best way to do it, so nobody knows what the other person's doing. They can put it in an envelope and we'll have it deposited. I had before had it put in my locker, but can we deposit those closed bids in the treasurer's
Sure.
drawer? I think that sounds like a better way to go.
More secure.
Yeah. So.
What, do we need to set a minimum?
Yeah, we do. So anybody have any input on what we should be charging for a minimum of that roller?
What did we pay for the new roller?
We got a good deal on it.
Yeah,
It
we
was
did.
$9 something, $900 and some dollars. Does
Yeah.
this need much?
Because usually they're about 1,200 and we got it on sale. Yeah, good deal, yeah. Yeah, but this one cannot withstand heavy use, it's the wheels, and the little bracket down there get worn and they get all wonky. But if you
For
take
home
the
use.
handle off of
Home
it
use,
and you
yeah.
just use the wheel part, home use it's good for. The high-end expensive wheels, or not wheels, rollers out there that were original like $2,000, they're going used for about 500. So this thing has been put through a lot of work in the club. So my thought was maybe start it at 150 and then people could bid up from there. Anybody's input, I'm not saying that's what it is. I would love input.
That's kind of where I was
I
thinking
think
in my head.
150's
I
fair.
think minimum bid of
Yeah.
150.
Me too, I agree. Start at
Right.
150.
Okay. So we'll start it at 150.
Mhm.
Okay, I'd like to get that going probably within the next couple of weeks, cause it's been
Right, just get it out
too
of there.
long, but
Yeah.
we all got kinda crazy at the end of the year. Okay, and here's the big one, and Wendy, McCormick sent me an email, and I know we've had this discussion before, but she wrote such a nice note to Linda Connell for all the work that she has done. And she suggested a gift card, and I know we have talked about that, so we need to talk seriously about that. I mean, I'm willing to pitch in for a gift card. She
I
has
would
done
too.
so much for our club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yes,
has.
yes.
It's amazing, and she's always there whenever we have something wrong, boom, she's right there. So I'm more than willing to get one. I was thinking maybe Longhorn
yeah, that'd be
Steakhouse,
great.
does that sound?
I hate that place, but
Do
Oh,
you?
you
I had a
do?
bad
Oh, I
experience.
love it.
See, isn't that
See, now I
funny?
had a
I
bad
love it.
experience
It's my
about 4
favorite.
years ago, but then I went back and now it's my
Oh,
favorite
okay.
I
restaurant.
just went there the other day, so. yeah.
It's the number one in the state of
Maybe I
Arizona.
should try it again.
Try it again.
Otherwise,
Okay,
what would
so
you
are
think?
we good with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, and how much do you think we should go for?
At there, at minimum 50,
Yeah.
and it still won't buy you 2 days.
Are you guys good with $50?
It won't
Does
even
that
buy
would
you
be-
two, well, maybe,
Well, depending on what you have. I think,
Just regular dinners with no extras cost
So
us
if
the
we
other
each
night
gave, if we each gave
$72.
$15,
well, then
it'd be
maybe we should do
$75.
75.
is everybody good with giving $15?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Or is
made
that
my
too
life so
high?
easy.
Yes.
Or is that too much? Is it too much for anybody?
No,
Not
that's
too much
good.
for me.
15's
I think it's
okay?
good.
Okay.
Some of those steakhouse places have 5 or 6 different choices on them too. You know, like,
oh yeah, but we just get the minimum little 6-ounce fillet. And
No,
No.
she's talking about the card itself gives you other
Yeah.
options.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
get the one of those 6 that also has
Yeah.
yeah, just
Olive
in
Garden
case.
and all stuff like that in case she
Yeah.
doesn't like Longhorn.
Mhm.
Because that's what my dog horse gives me.
Okay, and then just a reminder for today is the mandatory meeting. I'm sorry, Shauna, I know you had planned a meeting, but,
Yeah.
Just
We
once a
can't
year.
reschedule because there was 9 people going to that
Yeah.
meeting today, so
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it's hard enough getting.
This is once a
people.
year.
We
they
need
have
to
to
be
go.
there, we
Yep.
need to be there, and
Yep.
hopefully it won't last long, and if it just seems like repetitive stuff.
Well, and I told Gretchen, just take good notes, and I stopped at Penny's, it's at Penny's house. I stopped at her
Oh,
house this
okay,
morning
good.
and dropped off some stuff I was gonna take to the meeting, so.
Okay,
We're all good.
very good, okay. Perfect. Okay, and that's what I have for now, and Treasurer Deb Harwell.
Good, the statements are not out yet, so I don't have any information. CR7, I've started to work on that, and Marty has agreed, Lynn has asked her to audit the CR7 when it gets done. So that's good. Inventory status, I think pretty much everybody has given me their inventory. I just got home and I've been sick, so it's not due for yet, but I'll make sure everybody gives me their inventory. So on section 4.05, the financial carryovers from inventory. So I'm gonna explain this the best way I know how. When you are a business and you sell stuff, when you purchase stuff, let's say we buy 100 bags of clay, and we sell 80 during this time period, the 20 that are left over are considered an asset, a financial asset.
As of today.
As of today, let's just, okay. So, in the past, and I've gone through all, they have done the books this way for the clay club. So when we have bags of clay, unused glazes, the tools in the drawer, all of those things have been considered a financial asset to the club. In a club such as this, it doesn't make sense to do the accounting that way. It makes sense to expense the 100 bags of clay right when you get it and just call it a wash. Because at the end of the year, there's this manipulative journal entry in the books that doesn't make any sense to me, and it's basically a made-up number to make everything balance. To me, it's stupid. So last year, I went to the rec center and we talked about it, we made it work for last year. I've spoken again to the rec center, and we are going to change our financials for 2024, and we are going to expense all of that stuff out in 2023. So the books may look somewhat wonky at the end of the year, but I'll be able to explain it. And then going forward, we will just expense the things as we get them rather than having this financial carryover. So I'll pass this around. When you look at like our financial position, so this is the one from December. So people look at the bottom line and says, oh, we have, $80,000. We do not have $80,000 because $14,240 of it is this erroneous number that just gets made up every year from
Yeah, and it's been carried
and
over.
it's been carried over year after year after year, and I didn't understand it. I was late on the CR7 last year because I wouldn't sign off because I didn't understand it. I met with the rec center, the financial CFO, and now they have an assistant that's helping me, and we were gonna get rid of that. So basically, this line item on our financial position will be gone. However, the inventory still needs to be taken so that we add it to our inventory for fire or flood or disaster purposes. That's really all it is. But it's just kind of a thing. that has bothered me, and I'm glad that I can get it changed.
And we do have that inventory and that number, but it doesn't need to be on our
On
financial sheet.
financials, yeah,
Right.
because it's already spent money, and it's not like, you know, we could start selling buckets of clay for what they're worth. I mean, yes, we can sell buckets of glaze and stuff like that. It's just, it's unnecessary in a club situation. In a large business that's selling a ton of things, it's very important, especially if you're going to sell your business or have investors, things like that. That number is very important. But for a club, it is not important. So we just need to eliminate that. And do we need to take
So
a
the
vote on
bottom
that?
line will be, we see the actual cash.
You'll see the
that
actual
we have.
cash that we have, not
Not the
inventory
flow.
for sale. And do we wanna have a vote on this? Is
I
it-
think we should just have a consensus on it.
Okay,
Are we good with just showing the true facts of the cash that we actually hold in and taking that inventory piece off of the financial?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It makes sense
Absolutely.
to me of not making sense.
yeah, I know.
Very good.
I agree with
Talking
you.
to Lori, we're like,
I know.
what?
Big
No,
cloud
it took
form.
me forever because I didn't understand why in a club situation they were doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was someone with a CPA degree or something that started it, and I'm a bookkeeper and it didn't make sense, so. Okay, so I will be meeting with the rec center, hopefully early next week, and have the financials ready for the general board meeting on Thursday of next week, clear, and I will explain again to the club membership what we did and why we did it.
Well, everybody goes blank.
Yeah, well, everybody
Yeah.
knows.
We're gonna have all those clouds.
But I feel better just telling them because it was one of the biggest hiccups I had at the end of the year last year. Because it's just a made up number to make everything balance, and
Doesn't make any sense.
it didn't make any sense financially to me or number wise, so, okay?
Alrighty,
Thanks.
next is Shauna with first VP report, but I was gonna ask, Norma, do you still have that list of the fundraisers we had? Did you note that in our last meeting in November? We'll have to check on that. Cause I had asked Shauna for that, but then I started, and Shauna reminded me that
I don't.
we thought that you had noted it. Look at her, she's
What's
got them right
I
there.
got him right here, hold on. Yes, Shauna has the fundraiser for the foundation.
Did we have the list, or was that from, I'll check with Jim.
I have no list.
Okay, I'll check for it then. Nope.
So, are we talking like the fundraiser we did at the Christmas party?
All of
The
them.
socks
I just wanted a list of all of them that we did last year, because there was like 5 or 6 that we had done between the socks and the underwear and
we paid?
the
The
bowls of
foundation.
hope and foundation,
The
all of
foundation.
that. And even, Benevia,
Oh,
you know, we had them in doing special things.
and did we do a Thanksgiving thing with the food drive? Yes?
Oh, definitely the food.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
drive.
did a food drive, so there's lots of them, okay, I just have to make the list up.
Okay,
And the Bay when we had the students come in, we did that.
Yeah.
yeah,
And this year we're doing the happy camp.
yep, okay, we'll just get a list together that way. Okay, go ahead, Shauna, what have you got?
What do I have? We already talked about it. I have we still need a lead for housekeeping. And we're gonna be working on that, putting out a message with Jude, the flyer and the emails. And that's about it. The rest of the committees are doing okay, and it's all changed on the website as much as I know to change, so.
And then had you done something different on the new committee form? Or is it the same as last year?
It's close to the same as last year, but I'm constantly changing it when
Okay.
I added what committee is this, cause people would send me their report, and
Yeah.
if I didn't open it immediately and look at who sent it, I didn't know what committee, and I printed it, I didn't know what committee it came from, so
Oh, good.
I've added and subtracted a few
Committee
things
name,
as we
yeah.
go, and that's kinda how I've always done it.
Okay, very good.
It kinda
Okay, and you've got new committee leads, all that stuff.
And I am giving up social, since Shauna,
Yeah, and I'll take it.
she'll take it back.
Very good.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Happy
you.
to take it back.
Wonderful. Very good.
So don't find something else for me.
Count it out.
You can have housekeeping.
Oh, okay, then, I just wanna mention that we're always kind of flexible on, you know, our duties, our responsibilities. And some of those things we might see need to shift as the year goes on, and as they do, we'll talk about it and see what we think, just like we did last year. So, see how all that goes, just make sure that we got everything covered. Okay, and, let's see,
Norm.
Lori,
What about Norma?
you're on, oh, Norma.
You always
Did I miss
forget me.
Norma?
You're
No.
after.
You're after.
You're
Oh, I'm after?
Right here.
I thought it, oh, it said
Nobody
secretary.
forgot you, you're just getting
1,
into
2, 3.
Okay, Lori, you're
I
on.
didn't see that.
Okay. I am still working on my members not in good standing.
Uh-huh.
I'm kinda keeping an eye out who's paying their dues and who needs time. I hate to contact a lot of people that aren't even gonna come back. So I will do that and get it hopefully by next week, hopefully before I leave.
Do we know,
Cause I wanna get a hold of Merle and I wanna get a hold of Linda to really print out a decent,
so we don't know solid.
we don't have a
who has
lot.
their
We
hours?
do not have a lot.
Oh, great.
Right
That's
now, we
wonderful.
don't, maybe 10 or 12 that are iffy and may not even be coming back. So
Oh,
there's really
that's-
Well,
not,
that's
And you
wonderful.
took off Jim Carpenter.
yeah, we're working on
Okay.
the individuals. And we do have a lot of people that we've contacted that are cleaning out their locker, but maybe coming back or, you know, things like that. So we'll just see about that. And if anybody talks to anybody who's turning 80, let me know so that I can put it in the computer. Take a picture of their license or just message me when they tell you.
Yeah, I don't
Well, we
think
verify.
they're all gonna be good about giving us a picture of their license.
No,
And
but we
that's,
can
and
verify.
I'm taking, I just mean, sometimes they
Verify.
do. And I can send it then to my email to save it, but I definitely need to know the name. Cause I just found out the other day of a guy who's 80 plus and Roger, well, I don't need to say them.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, yeah. We
and
knew that.
somebody said, oh, he's definitely over 80. I said, well, good, it's nice to know that, so I just put him in there, but let me know is all I'm saying. If somebody comes up and say, hey, I'm turning 80 this year,
But we do
say
need to
good and then
verify
message me
ID.
right away.
Right.
We do need
We
to
have-
verify
verify.
ID. And if they're turning 80 within the year, they still qualify.
Yes, because I don't wanna wait till the end and they do all
No.
their stuff.
I had somebody ask me if I was in February, I said, absolutely. So anybody from the end of the year who's gonna be 80
Yeah.
this year, they can qualify.
So somebody already told you she was gonna be 80 in February? Did you let me know that?
No, she hasn't signed up yet.
Oh, okay.
She hadn't signed
And
up.
I'm not sure where that email goes.
And I told
when
her
they
that she
click
needed
it
to
there.
come in and provide ID when she.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, in medical, I kinda need to update some of those people. I don't know if I need to do it personally for everybody or just, I don't know how you do that. I mean, I do have people who've told me I'm not on medical anymore. I said, okay,
Anybody that was on medical, I always just called them
yeah.
and asked, or of course, in those days, they physically came in to pay and they'd say, I'm still on medical.
Yeah, I
Or
know,
I'd
you-
fill in
you
with
got
the
a
walker.
hold of 'em.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, another question. Since the board members, which you guys will be probably next year, if they put their time in through the end of March, are they exempt for the whole year?
Board members are exempt always.
Yeah, owners are.
But I'm gone at the end of March.
Oh,
You're gonna
are
be
you
exempt.
exempt? Yes, you'll be exempt.
Okay, I
Because
think
you're gonna
that
be
should
putting
be,
in 16 hours worth of
That's
work
Right,
between now and
before,
March
yes.
anyway.
okay, but that was
Yeah.
something that might,
That's a good idea.
because
okay.
there's 4 of you
Maybe
that's
we
gonna,
need to add that
If
to
you
our
dropped
bylaws.
out and
Yes.
said, okay, I'm
Okay.
done.
You're staying
then no.
out. Okay.
yeah,
But
right.
finishing
Okay.
your responsibility and handing off at the end of March, then yes, you will be
For the
exempt.
all year.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter because I'm gonna do something anyway.
Yeah,
But we're gonna be
Would-
helping whoever
would
takes
you
over
note that
anyway.
to make
so.
sure we have that in the bylaws?
I just.
Yeah, but this is the only time it would happen.
No,
Right.
I mean, for you.
Yeah.
For me, but
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 The rest
for
of us are all
future,
12 months.
Yeah, but it could happen again.
Yeah, it could happen again because
it'll always
Right.
happen in March.
Yeah.
it will always happen in March.
So,
'Cause when you're
anybody-
done in March of
No.
2025,
This is the first time you went 3 more months.
are you exempt for all of 25? Yes, you are.
Because our
That's
year
a good
here
point. It may-
is
Right.
April to March.
Right.
It's not January
But
to
our
December.
but our monitoring year is
Oh.
January.
Oh,
to
January
December.
for the
I got
March, okay.
Okay,
But our year is from January to December.
right, so it just needs to be stated clearly
We'll
in
put
the
it in our
bylaws.
bylaws.
Because the next person who comes in April 1st, they're gonna be exempt for the year too,
Right,
Yes,
right, so it is what it is.
through 2
It
years,
seems
so
to
there'll be
me
2 years.
That as long as, I don't care if it's me or you or whoever might be changing office. We got to experience in the past where nobody was there to help us.
Right,
It was dropped in the lap and you figure it out. That can't be.
No.
We can't
Right.
do that to our people.
No.
So I think it needs to say in our bylaws, on your outgoing term, if you want to be considered exempt for the next year, that you need to finish your responsibility through the end of March. Or do we really exempt?
well, you are here through the end of March. You
Yeah, you
have
have
the
to
other
be.
ones come in
your
the
March to
month
March.
before.
Right.
I
And you,
But what happened
Go
in
with
the
them.
past is people were elected in November and there was very little support.
well, that's why we
Oh,
changed it
really?
to
Right,
March
that's why
though.
we changed it.
That's
to
why
March.
we changed it to March. It won't happen again.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
happen again,
Mm-mm.
So a board member will be exempt for 2 years, is what they will be.
right, for a
Basically.
1-year term, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but exempt. Now, I was talking to, the wood shop
Providing
does
they're
it for the rest
there.
of their
Yeah.
time, and they're having trouble finding monitors and everything else. So they're gonna revisit that.
Now, the
But this
second
was
year is.
why I thought,
Okay, but the second year is providing that they do that clean handoff and are there to support
support.
through the end of March. Because your new person
Liaison.
will be coming on in February,
oh, they will,
January,
okay.
February. So you will be working with them and training them,
Okay,
and you need to make sure that you're available until that date to do a nice clean turnover, so they feel comfortable.
yeah.
If they say, Lori, you're good, I don't need you anymore, then that might be, that's a different story. But we don't,
Okay,
we don't want any incoming board members to flail around or
No.
fail because they have not had good instruction and good
And good
handoff.
support, good
Right.
support, yep.
yep. And there's too many technical things that are involved now with all of our jobs that they need to.
What they call that
Do we wanna bring
liaison?
up your terms now?
What's
What
that?
they call her, anybody a liaison? You continue the job unofficially
That's
after
just-
it's done.
Well,
Yeah.
she's not done till March.
Yeah, she's not done till
Continue
March
the job
31st.
all
Oh,
the
the
way
person
through.
won't start till
that
April
day.
1st, so she continues.
Right, but he's gonna come in she's gonna come in that month
Okay,
before and work with
yeah,
her.
I think we got it
So
now.
then both of
Okay,
them
and
have
the
to.
last one was, I'm just gonna try to get my files organized for the ones who's coming on, because because they're a mess.
Well, yeah, and you know, that's the thing, we wanna be able to
Yeah.
hand over good quality information to the people
Yeah.
coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll miss you,
Well, I'm still
you'll
there.
be
I'm
around.
still here.
I think I'll be here for a while.
Okay, Norma, Secretary, Education updates.
Okay, well, the first thing is that I received Mark's last committee meeting report. And as he said on most of it is, see Tom. So Tom, you'll be getting the committee report and you'll have to fill it out and you forward it to me, because I'm your lead, I'm your,
I did do that.
yeah, but I don't have it.
Oh, I emailed it to Shauna
No,
and you.
to- Me?
Yeah, I had you as,
Did you get it? I didn't get it.
I don't
What
remember
you're
seeing
holding
one
there, the
from you.
form
I
you
saw
got?
the one from Mark.
Yeah, this is
for March,
Noreen's and I
that's
have
for
4 of
February.
them.
Mark,
That was Mark, not Mark.
I have the raccoon one and it says see Tom, but I thought that was from Mark. Was that from you? That says see Tom, see Tom, see Tom? No, that's
that wasn't
Mark's.
from Mark.
That's Mark's. So I got Mark's. No, I don't remember. If I did, I will look.
well, he
But
doesn't,
anyway,
he
we-
doesn't officially take over until
Oh.
January.
January, I know,
So
but
he's fine.
Mark, yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
there
been
is
doing
one
it.
here.
So anyway, or do you have one? Oh, good,
Yeah, I
forward
got
it to me, I probably do.
Right here.
All right, with the beginning
Oh,
hand
maybe I
building, Noreen,
No, I got your name on there.
Okay,
Noreen is doing, quite a bit, as you know. She sort of took off. There was no beginning hand building in December because it comes too complicated with the dues and everything else. There will be doubling up in January. Actually, January, February, and March. You'll have 8 members each time, and there'll be 2 teachers each time. So that's hers. And her and Michelle are doing a fantastic job on this. RACU, like I said, Tom is taking over, so I'll get the report. He has it. Laura's report from the inside teachers is, Wednesday morning is happening again. There were some changes in rules and so forth that took place, but people got notified of that. They have test-ins, shells, wheel classes going on. Weaving trays, RACU is scheduled to start introducing, well, you did it already. Okay. Other than that, she has no concerns. From now on, this year, Michelle, then you'll be filling out a report and giving it to me.
Okay, where?
She'll send you the report. It's a very simple little
Oh,
report.
okay, great.
If you can do it on the computer, great. If you can't, you know, I take handwritten ones too. I put them in the book.
the last,
Okay, yeah, let's discuss
yeah. So-
outside teachers.
outside teachers, their role and responsibility.
Yeah.
But I think Michelle probably knows that better than
Yes.
anybody does.
What is the
We don't,
question?
do you have like a procedure that you do as an outside teacher selector, like, this person will need to have the ability to go out and seek talent and interview,
I have a whole
you have all
binder.
that?
We have a binder.
Wonderful.
Well, if you have like just a paragraph or half a sheet of what you expect them to do, I mean, just, you know, qualified for so many years, has done this for so many years, has been here before, what their qualifications are.
For my job.
No, yes,
Teacher.
yes, for your job.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
that's all we need. We don't need a dissertation, just, sure,
Okay, so you need that also, okay.
please.
Outside teacher, job description.
And, okay, I just wanted to hit the membership committees, Donna.
And Noreen and Laura will never come
Do you
from
have anything
education. so-
extra to add to what Lori's already given us? If not, that's okay
I don't
too.
think I need anything.
Okay.
No. I'm
And
just
Tom?
going through the lockers, you know, some people are giving up lockers, maybe not giving up membership, we don't know all people, some are giving up both.
Okay.
We don't, you know, trying to get people to stop using lockers that they found out were just empty, so now they fill them with their stuff.
Yes, yeah.
I'm like, what the heck, okay, who's in there? So I did have to,
Maybe put a little piece of tape on it that says do not use.
to not use, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be giving, you know, that's just it, because if I give it away, now it's after the first, I can give it away, and then all of a sudden they go, it's full, I'm like, it's, I have notes here that.
And I know
You
that's
have, you just have to be a little nicer, stricter. I used to take the stuff out of the locker, put it on a table and say, claim it. And I would put a note out in the Mud Times.
There actually is a couple people that I do have to contact because they haven't emptied their locker out and said they were going to. So I'll have to remind them. And is there a date we should, like the 15th of the month?
I
'Cause
give
I
you
mean,
always to the
absolutely
15th, January 15th, and as it
I
goes
think
out.
that's even pushing,
Yeah.
I think that's.
because it's supposed
I
to be,
think.
Cause you've
empty.
told them over, I know you
well, for the
have.
last 3 months,
If
yeah.
it's not emptied by then, I say we box it up.
Yep, that's
and
what I
put it
And
in
do.
the
if you-
back room and give them a call.
And if you want to look for it, look for a board number and they'll get it for you.
Otherwise, it's
Sounds
gone.
Cause I think it should have been the first.
Does
They
that
had
empty the
plenty
wrong
of
locker?
time.
Do we need to send a note out regarding that?
Pardon me?
Do we need to send a note out regarding that?
I think so.
Or will it just be to those people? How many
Just to those
are
people,
there?
you have to the 15th. I send them out all the time, yeah.
I'd have to look on my list.
If one
to
of you,
see.
either
Like
Lori
in a
or
dozen
Donna,
or less than.
Maybe that, like, I doesn't, I'll go through again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If you put together a little note of what you'd like to say, you go ahead and forward that to Jude, that would be fine.
It doesn't need to go.
No, it
to
doesn't need to go
everybody.
to Jude,
If
she
there's
can do
only a
it, just
dozen,
email
Just email.
the 10 or
each
12
person.
people,
Good
whatever it is.
suggestion,
I
thank
could
you,
email
I
those
agree,
people
I
and
agree with
just-
that.
Yeah, you don't need to put it
Because-
out to the public.
You
Okay,
know, a lot of
very good.
times I've been calling people and like, okay, sometimes you don't get a message, I mean, you just don't think or look or whatever, and I'm like, okay, let's do an email too. So hopefully then that works. Sometime during the day, I know they have other clubs they belong to, and I'm like, come on, call me.
If you would, maybe just put a little tape on the door, do not
Yeah,
use,
do not
when,
use.
when one
Use.
becomes available, because it is a problem. I've had to
Yeah.
clean out other people's things
Sure.
when they go to move into their locker.
Yeah, just put it on the table if they're gone.
I have one locker in particular that I need to find out if it's that person's or not. Looks like the locker's cleaned out except for two little glass bowls of shapes.
Somebody's just using.
Somebody's just using
And I
it.
don't know if somebody's using it or if they didn't put the things back in if it's a mold, you know, a type
Oh,
thing, you
oh.
know.
Oh, like,
Two glass.
Somebody wants to use it again, so they found an empty locker and shoved it in
And
there.
I don't know where that came from, so I'm like, who do I
I
call?
don't think we
There's
have
no
any
names.
glass.
Well, they're like
can.
plastic, they're
Oh, they're
clear,
plastic.
they're clear, I don't know if they're glass, but I think they're clear. One's fluted, like wavy, and the other one is just a round bowl, they're just sitting inside of each other, I'm like,
We'll just
they
put 'em
look
out back.
clear, very clean.
And there's no name on it.
No, they
It's
look very
closet.
clean, like they just bought it from a store or something.
If
I
it's
don't know.
supposed to be empty locker,
And put it in the
Yes,
back.
empty it out.
Put it in the back.
You bet.
there's no
You
name on
betcha.
it, put it in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to, Tom, do you have anything else to add for raccoon?
Well, I got a couple questions. First, right now our propane tanks, they're pretty much empty, so. Yeah, I've been talking with quite a few companies, and there's one that'll actually come out, exchange our tanks, they'll take our tanks and then they refurbish them. To replace our two with two new ones, it's $278 is the price, it's Propane Services is the company. So they're willing to do that, and then also my other question is, say when somebody signs up for class, how do I check to see who's enrolled in class so I can send them, you know, an intro type letter of what's
Needs-
expected,
Bit
you know?
of
out of-
education, okay, so.
Anybody
that would
who
be-
has classes.
Yeah.
I never had a class.
But is he under Glora?
Yeah, how do
Yeah,
I
he's in-
check
no,
to see
he's
who's
under me.
signed up?
He's-
I'll have to find out.
He's
how to
under
do-
you,
I'll let
then you
know.
do,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, cause you could,
I mean, I know how
there's
to, yeah.
you can go in and you can click to get the whole list and you can email them off of
Yes,
that list,
okay.
yes.
Well,
If he
did
has
Mark
the
know
authority,
how to
so
do
we
that?
make sure he
Has
does.
he
Mark
told
is-
you how to do that?
Not to throw Mark under the bus, he hasn't been any help.
No.
really,
Okay,
Oh,
Malcolm,
So,
no,
Alright.
he's,
then we'll follow that up,
Okay.
that's easy,
cause I give him a call.
Would you
I'll
just
yeah,
say-
make a
that's
note
it, if
to
I can
it?
get
Yeah,
authorization to check,
or
that's
talk to
perfect.
Glora, or you and I can sit down, it's
Okay.
not that big.
It's
a
not
I
deal.
think
that
he's
hard.
asking for authorization to spend this $278.
Yes,
That's what he wants.
That's what he's looking for.
okay, and we need a consensus to do that.
I do not believe that they had any tanks refilled in 2024. I think it, 2023
We filled them in
and
22.
2022. So I think they've done very well with.
And I would add that I'm impressed that you found somebody other than the original one that's stamped on there that would come out and actually replace them, cause they only refilled the last time, they wouldn't even come replace them. And I don't think for 2 tanks, I think that's a very fair price, as big as those tanks are.
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay.
Yeah, the number that I had, I called, it was disconnected.
Great. Thank you for being persistent and
Yes,
finding
okay.
somebody.
Sure.
So my thought is it's fine,
I
what do
think
you,
it's
Norma,
I think it's fine.
Yep, we all agree.
Shauna,
yes.
I agree with that, okay,
Okay, thanks.
very good.
And also on the class listing, it has the committee members. There's no T in Harwell. It's Harwell, not Hartwell, for my name.
Yeah, where did I put the T at?
HART.
Yeah.
Where did you put it?
Oh, on the class listings when you sign up for classes.
Okay, maybe, is this an old listing? Cause I know how to spell your
The new
name,
ones, the new ones.
is
Could
it?
be a
For
typo.
January and February, yeah. it's a
Yeah.
typo. Just
But-
personal.
Donna, and you covered Glora already, and social, you covered Gretchen is taken over there.
Oh, when is the Ducky
And
thing?
nothing more for
It's
Kills.
the 13th,
Ducky is 13th.
January 13th,
That's Ducky.
Oh, yes.
Rubber Ducky Day.
I have
What
to
is that?
actually- I wrote
It's a
to,
National Rubber Ducky Day, and we're gonna have little duckies in a tub and prizes and.
I wrote to Jude, she had it Wednesday, 13th, I'm like, okay.
And what day is that?
Wednesday the
January
13th.
Oh, you know,
13th.
Gretchen told me that, I didn't see where that was.
It was when she put out a whole bunch of things, and that one particular
Oh,
thing,
I didn't ever see
it
that.
said Wednesday, January.
It's a
13th.
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
And when, it's on the calendar as a Saturday, but she wrote it out as Wednesday, and I looked, I'm like, December actually has the 13th, so somebody looked
Okay,
at the machine. Oh, okay.
let's carry on. We already covered unfinished business, the new security cameras, that's in process here, and do we have any new business? Okay, that said, general comments?
On this sheet, you spelled Mary Ann Judd's last name wrong.
Oh, thank you.
Just,
No, Jude, you put.
Oh, did I? Oh, well,
Jude
that's
did,
just a
yeah,
typo.
okay.
just for when it goes out to the meeting.
Yes, okay. Okay, anything else? We're good?
So we're good.
Meeting adjourned.
Motion to.
Motion to adjourn is,
I make a motion,
Our second.
Okay.
and I am going to be gone
but
for
not